Hello, parents and students. I'm a little bit crooked here, but it's Saturday for me, and I thought I'd just go ahead and do my introductory video outside here so I can get a little bit more fresh air. I am really pleased at your submissions and how we've gotten so much better at this over the past few weeks. I'm getting better at Edmodo and able to check. I know I missed a few of your messages because when we first started this, I thought I was expecting them in the messaging area, but actually I've realized that if you have a question about an assignment, that it's a great place to let me know in the assignment area. So, a lot of you are writing done on the assignment area, and that's good. I'm going to hopefully make things a little bit easier for all of us, and I will send an email about this so that you can have it in writing. On my papers, it's always going to tell now. I think you've gotten used to the idea over here when I want a picture submitted, and many of you have been very good about the things that don't need pictures, just going in and writing done. And I don't want to make more work for you than is necessary. So you could just put a D, or you could just click on it, do the work, and I know you need to get it. It should be getting out of your way as an assignment as long as you have clicked that you did it. So you don't have to write me a note there, but if you write a note about a certain assignment, then I can, when I go in, if you've submitted it in that way with a note on it, then it will come to my attention that way, now that I know how we're doing it. And again, that probably wasn't very clear, so I will send an email. What I'm trying to say is that you don't have to write done on every single thing. And I am going to ask for more submissions now that I'm caught up and everybody's able to get the pictures sent to me in the proper form that I can actually see the pictures. That is working really well. I want to be sure these last few weeks of school that I am seeing what they're doing better and able to check it and guide them through the last few weeks here. And because we were kind of, just, I don't know how to describe it. Things were kind of just floating around, I felt like, in Edmodo for at least the beginning of April. And not that I didn't know where to look, but it was just having time to find everything and everything getting submitted. So if you can, submit the things where it says to submit them. That way I'm not looking for them, and I know where to go to find it, to check it, to write you a note about it. So now you know where to see the work that's already been checked and to see my comments about that work, so we can have discussion, and you don't need to go on a messaging and tell me what paper, what subject. I'll already know what assignment. If you need to write a note, my child just really couldn't get to this assignment today, submit it with that note. People have done that, and that helps me know where you are, what you're struggling with. Or maybe my child really just had a breakdown over section 2. We don't get this. And I've even done a Zoom lesson with someone when that happened. I can do that now. I'm laughing at myself because I'm really not very good at Zoom. And some of you were holding up your notes on Friday, unmute me. I really thought I had you unmuted. So sometimes the mute button, I don't know. Anyhow, I'm working on that, as you can tell. And so let me go through really quickly what we're going to do. The Bible folder is part of their Bible grade. So I would like you to, and a few of you submitted a few Bible things for me, and it kind of just was very disorganized. So instead of asking you to resubmit certain pages that you might not or might have resubmitted, since that was all near the beginning, I'm just going to ask you to take pictures of pages 35 through 39. If you can get those sent in to me. And I know today we're working on 40 and 41, but don't worry about today. And if you don't panic, if you had gotten behind and you don't have all of those finished, I want you to just work on getting those pages, a picture of those pages turned in to me when you can. Don't spread them out. Just try to get them all on this Monday's assignment. When you have them complete, try to submit that. So if you can't submit this Monday's assignment yet until you get 35 lessons 35 through 39 completed, then go ahead and hold off on that, and I'm looking for that to come in sometime during this week. And then later in the week, I will have you submit a few more, and then a few more next week, and then a few more the last week, so that we'll have that whole folder, and then you can keep the folder, and I can give them their grade based on the pictures that you took. In Bible today, I think that's all I have to say about Bible today. You're going to, in arithmetic, submit a test today. Remember, do that with the Abeka video teacher. Do not rush, students. Some of you are rushing and just making silly mistakes. I need to be able to see your writing clearly, so be sure to slow down and make your numbers clearly. Because remember, I'm not checking it from a paper. I'm checking it from a picture of a paper, and that makes it a little bit more difficult, although I have to tell you, you're taking great pictures. Moms and dads and kids, whoever's taking the pictures, you're doing a good job. They're looking really good. It's not the picture's fault. It's just that it's the not making the numbers neat fault. Okay, so make your numbers neat. And before you take your test, you might want to check last week's assignments at what you were having trouble with on your arithmetic seat work. Some of you are still not borrowing as well as you should be, and there will be borrowing on the test. There will also be some rounding to the nearest dollar, so if you were having trouble with that. Also, there will be coloring to show the fractions. So I know you had that on your paper last week, so I did check that. And there will be some multiplication and division. There will be some 3 times table, and some of you had trouble with that last week also. So be sure that you are learning your 3 multiplication table. Again, you don't have to have them memorized to get that right, but you do have to accurately be able to count by 3s. So if you need to practice your counting by 3s, you can do that. Also, you should be you should be going over your arithmetic flashcards before the test. Take 5 or 10 minutes to go through those arithmetic flashcards. To keep this shorter today, I'm not making you do your arithmetic worksheet. Now, there are some fun things on the worksheet. So I decided at the bottom to put it as a science assignment, because it has to do with the little kangaroo rats that live in the desert of the Arches National Park. And by the way, if you don't get to go to that virtual field trip, if you haven't done that yet, I thought that was really neat. They're huge rocks, huge, I mean like mountains, and with holes in them, and sometimes there are caves, and it's a really interesting place in Utah. And the little kangaroo rats that live there in the desert are really a cool animal. So I put a little video on the science section, and also that arithmetic page for today that you would normally be doing has some map skills and some cute little kangaroo rats to measure. And you've got your rulers now, because they finally got to you in your packet. So if you got your packet on Friday or Saturday, you've got your ruler, and you can measure those, but do what you want on that page. There's a horizontal bar graph that I thought was pretty cool about Arches National Park. So just do what you think looks cool on that page. You do not have to submit it unless you want to. I'll take a peek at that section, that science section, in case anybody wants to show me what they did. But it's not a have to. It's if you want to. On your writing today, you do not need to submit anything, because you're going to just start on your Jonah story rough draft. This will eventually, Wednesday, the final draft will be put into a creative writing booklet. And this is just the second to last thing that's going to go in your creative writing booklet. On your phonics, you're going to be working on dictionary skills. And there's a little picture of a dictionary here, and your teacher will go over that with you. If you have a dictionary at home, that would be great, because she does give an opportunity for the students to find something in a dictionary. I did not have enough classroom dictionaries. Usually we share them, so I did not have enough of those to send home. So if you do have a hard copy of a dictionary, that would be great. And on the back of that, on the seatwork side, oh, there's a nice picture of drawing of the Arches National Park. You're going to be having some ABC order on your phonics test tomorrow, so pay attention when she's talking about alphabetical or ABC order. Also, something a little bit different on our plan sheet this week is that I did not list the seat work as separate, because I thought that's just one more thing that you need to go in and click that it's done. And instead, I'm really going to want the pictures separately so I know where to find them, not just all conglomerated together, if that makes sense. So we're kind of doing away with that seat work section. I know that some of you liked seeing that little list there. Again, but if you go through this and check things off, that should help you. If you close out, check off in the lesson plan on Edmodo as you do things, then all you have left is what you haven't done. That should help. On spelling, I shortened the game. I shortened the list that's going into the game, so the game isn't as long. The test is only going to be 15 words instead of 20, but you don't know which 15 words are going to be. So when you copy your spelling words for in the spelling section, you are going to copy your spelling list, and I want you to submit that, because some of you are struggling with spelling. I gave you 2 weeks on the last list, but we're not taking 2 weeks on this list. If you copy your spelling words incorrectly, or you don't copy them, you probably will not learn them for the test. So you need to copy them. It should not take more than 5 minutes. Remember, in school, we take 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most to copy those words. And do that accurately. You can do it if you focus. Get that done. Submit the copy of the list, a picture of your spelling list that you copied. And then go to Spelling City, and the game will not take you longer than 5 minutes. And I think that's everything. If there are any questions, again, if it's something that you need me to help with right away, then text me on my phone. If it's something that you just want to make a comment or have a question about an assignment, then do that where you submitted the assignment, in that space where you can write. And I think that's everything. So have a great Monday and keep up the wonderful work. Parents and students, I'm very, very proud of you. We're going to finish this school year out well. There's a lot that's not going to get done, as you'll be able to tell by the books that don't get finished, but we're going to finish this school year out well with learning the most important things. So I'm very happy about that. Happy Monday.